Hello, YouTube. How are you? Hope you're doing well. How you doing? How you doing? Time again for another pocket dump deconstruction. Huh? Are you really doing well? You doing okay? Well, it's Friday. My goodness, thank goodness it's Friday. At least you have 2 days to get well or get your attitude adjusted. At least that's what I'm going to do. Starting tonight. It is Friday, January 6th. You know what? I wrote down 2016 again. It's 2017. Friday, January 6th, 2017. It's that automatic brain function thing that you have to switch over when it gets to a new year. Happy end of the first full week of New Year's. Hope you guys are doing well. Time again for another pocket dump deconstruction. Let me tell you, what you're looking at looks like what you always have been looking at for over 330 consecutive days, right? My pocket dump deconstruction, where I talk about what I'm going to put in my pockets because I like my pockets full, and we deconstruct it and talk about it. I took a bunch of pictures of this, posted it. Have not posted it. Took a bunch of pictures of it all nice and pretty. I will post it to my Instagram at Keith Kevin King. Come join the fun. Come look at all the photos that I post. Become a part of Instagram. Let me tell you, it takes me a long time to become a part of anything. It took me a long time to get part of Instagram. It took me a whole lot longer to be a part of YouTube. But Instagram, everyone's there. No matter what kind of watches you like, cigars you smoke, pens you use, booze you drink, or knives you carry, they're all on there. The makers, they post pictures and small videos of them making this stuff. It's just great. So I'd love you to, and it's free, I'd love you to go boom with me. You can share photos with me as well. If not, at least become a part of. Look, I'm an old guy. I'm not even supposed to be all into this internet thing. But it's just a wonderful way to extend your hobby or to look at a lot of other things. And you know what? Instagram should pay me for that. But that's just me telling you what I like. Believe me, I don't have enough people to be, I'm not sponsored or anything. Let's see, what else? Oh, this is, for me, part of a small personal history in my collecting. What you see right there. For the very first time in all of my knife collecting, you guys know I have 4 Pelican cases of knives, 3 1550s and 1 1600. I love my Spydercos. I love my Chris Reeve knives. Oh man, I'm in love with the Browse blades, Striders, whatever. I'm even starting to get some custom knives going. But let me tell you something. I've never bought a zero tolerance knife. Never. And God darn it, I didn't look up who shouted me out. I promise I'm going to shout you out in the next one. I'm running to work and I didn't look it up. I should. But one of you guys, I was talking about, hey, I want to try a new knife. And one of you guys came back. I'm going to shout you out in a more proper way. In fact, and said, hey, have you tried the zero tolerance? Oh, you know what? Man, I've jumped way far ahead, didn't I? Let's go back. I'm so excited that this is the first time I'm carrying another knife. It's ZT 0450 Sinkovich. I'll tell you what. I'll talk about that when we get to the knives. I'm carrying for the watch today on a Friday, my Concord Impresario. Man, it's a fancy smancy watch, but man, it's in a real nice manly package. It's so heavy and so well done. Almost everything I have is 20-something years old when I was a consultant. You know, this is the suit that you had to have as a consultant. It's an expensive cigar. It's an expensive Cuban cigar, but it's so wonderful. So wonderful. It's Romeo and Julieta, but man, what a special Romeo and Julieta. I can't pronounce this, but when I smoke it, cigar heaven. It really is. I have smoked the amount of cigars that I've smoked. I got into my good stash over the holidays, over the last 2 weeks, and I'm telling you, I could have bought a couple of high-end knives. But I'm ready for a weekend. You know, this Friday feels like not only the end of the week, um, or the start of the weekend. What it feels like is the end of a 2 weekend extravaganza. Christmas short week, New Year's short week. We're back to normal next week, folks. And it's going to be cold here in the East. I'm telling you, we're in the low 30s today. And for the next 7 or so, it's in the 20s and teens. Even the white stuff might show up. I know in some places in the U.S. it's already shown up. But it hasn't where I am in the East Coast. But it's going to be chilly. We always talk about that, and it's like, it is January 6th. It's supposed to be cold. Shone Design Pen. I always shout out my Shone Design Pen, SCHON Design _Design DSGN. Oh, this is the titanium Shone Design Pen. Just look at that combination. When I was growing up, no. After college, when I was married and had 3 kids and everything, and was doing what I'd love to do, being a father, being a husband, whatever. You don't know you love to do it until years after you're not, right? But anyway, man, I used to love magazines. And I still love magazines and books and all that. That right there, that combination, that's like a magazine combination. And I'm actually using it on a day-to-day basis. So a lot of times I'm thinking about all the stresses and stuff of work, all the stresses and getting away on a sportsmobile van and living in a van and traveling around. And sometimes I don't take enough time to think about, man, it's just great to be an American. And it's great so that I can do a lot of the things that I do. You guys should take that time, even if you're not an American. I know I have some Canadian friends, some UK friends. It's great to be where you're from, breathing and free to do a lot of the stuff that we do. So there you go. And hey, that statement I just made, you still don't know how I voted, who I care about, because Americans, that doesn't matter. It doesn't. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. That's as close to politics I'll ever get. And I didn't even talk about politics, did I? I just talked about being fortunate. I'll tell you, I'm talking about a lot of high-end things on a regular basis, and that's kind of why I started YouTube. I wanted to let everyone know that you can carry knives and love a lot of other stuff. There's a big range of people who like the same thing, and I love that we have built a small community that shares stuff. It doesn't matter how much you make. It doesn't matter where you live. It does, So anyway, that's kind of my little small thing that I'm trying to do. But having said all that, I have a couple of knives coming probably today. I have one knife coming today that I'm excited about because it's one of the new knives from Spyderco's value series. So it'll give me a chance to talk about the value series and do a special video on the new knife, because people don't do that. We run to do pair of threes and stuff. So I want to talk about that. Talk about starting collecting when you don't have a bunch of cash. I'm an older guy, so I've been in my career a long time, so I have some disposable income, and I'm not married anymore and all of those things. But I'm excited about the value series of knives from Spyderco. Yeah, I have no Spydercos on the desk. Yes, I do. I have one. And I know this is off topic, but I'm so excited about that. So join me on Instagram, because I'll show an Instagram picture. I think I get it today, later tonight. I'm also going to do a video. And it won't get a lot of views and it won't get a lot of comments, because it'll be about the low end cost wise from Spyderco. But it's where I started with knife making. Spyderco has not added to that value series of knives for years. In 2017, I'm excited about the great expensive flippers and full tie knives from Spyderco that's coming up this year. I am. You guys know I'll buy them. I'll talk to you about them. I'll caress them. I'll put them in my pocket. I'll be happy. But I have to tell you, I got very, very excited that in 2017, after that epic 2016 year of Spyderco, they're coming out with 2 more knives for that value series. 2 more knives. Yeah, upgraded the steel on one of them a little bit as well. Those are reasonably priced knives. I cut myself so much on those value knives. They come out sharp. They're wonderful. They got me hooked. So I don't know how I got on that. I guess I got on that saying, I know I do high-end stuff, and I want you guys to appreciate it. I look at sportsmobiles I can't afford. I look at everything because I like it. I just like that. That's part of the thing, even though I can't own it. But I also want you guys to know that I realize that there is a spectrum. And man, with the ZT and with some of these other Spydercos and a lot of things, you can get into high-end production knives that don't cost a lot of money. So hopefully I'll spend a little bit of time on that when I get my new knives too. I know I like stuff. My vision of good life is a bunch of money. I'm smoking a very expensive cigar where I could buy the entire, half of the Spyderco values with that. But I'm 57 years old, okay? And I've been in the business for a long time. But I really want you guys to stay with me, enjoy these pocket dump deconstructions. But I haven't forgotten about you. I haven't. I have kids too, and I've got them value knives so that you can get started with that. I don't know where I got on the value knives. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is all over the place. I apologize. One thing you know is this isn't rehearsed, right? I'm sorry if I wasted you guys' time. Let's talk about the knife. I'm happy to talk to you guys, and it's Friday. So when I get excited, I'm treating you guys like my buds because you are. So I get off topic. I apologize for that. Let's go back to the knives. Let's see. I just moved everything and didn't talk about it. Today it's vodka. This is one of my thin Coach wallets. The Word. This is the Word. I like these notepads. One day I'll get all fancy and sit down and give you guys like a Amazon thing and all of that. I haven't done that. But I found these on Amazon. There's a lot of variety to it. That's why I like it. It's like the Field Notes. The quality, it doesn't wrinkle up that much and all of that is strong, but it just has a lot of different patterns to it. I told you about one of my vintage thin Coach wallets. The coin for today is an anniversary coin for the Kangaroo series, the Australian Kangaroo series, when they were celebrating the 20th anniversary of that very good series that I really like. I have so many different Australian Kangaroo coins, some limited edition, some that they release every single year. What a nice series coming from the Australian Mint. That's my good luck one. And man, here's what I'm hoping for today. Man, it's minimum hope. I'm not asking for the world. I'm not asking to win the lottery. I'd love to win the lottery. But I'm not asking to win the lottery, okay? I'm just asking that people let my day run smoothly so I can get into the weekend. Next week, we can go into all the stressful stuff, but I just want it to be nice because I'm carrying a very nice carry today. I'm excited about it. I am. I hope you guys can hear how excited I am with the carry. That I've been all over the place, and I apologize for that. But I guess you guys are watching the Keith Kevin Ken channel, right? Not some of these very organized guys who I watch and love. So this isn't the first time I've got off track. This is the Spyderco, the only Spyderco we're talking about. I went full Spyderco yesterday. But today, this is the Roadie. This is the gray Spyderco Roadie. The Roadie comes in 5 different colors: gray, black, orange, red, and blue, which is great. FRN scales, lefty or righty. Instead of a nail nick, they have these indentations, which, so you can pinch and pull up instead of using like my horrible nails to do it. It is a slip joint, as you just saw. It was originally designed because the FAA was thinking about allowing some small knives to be carried on planes. And and it came up with the regulations. It needed to be small, needed to be a slip joint, needed to have 2 hands to open it. This is a slip joint with a real nice half stop. When it gets to 90 degrees, you can feel the pressure. It stops there. You can go push through it, but it's like a hint. Hey, buddy, I'm about ready to cut you. Move your fingers, which is really nice. The FAA changed their mind, but Spyderco decided, hey, this is great for foreign markets. It's under 3 inches, 2.1 inch. It's legal almost everywhere. No lock, 2-hand opener. The Spidey hoe is just for the branding. There's the choil. Even on a small blade like this, they have that forward choil that I love. FRN scales, that's fiberglass reinforced nylon. I call it strong plastic. Someone said, this was a while ago, someone commented, it's not plastic. I went, I always start with saying it's FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon. Hey guys, here's a quick quiz. What is this handle made out of? Fiberglass reinforced with nylon. It feels like space age plastic. Stop nerding. Stop it. Stop being such a nerd. I know what FRN scales, and I think Spyderco does a great job with FRN. This is really a nice knife. Great to throw, no clip to it. It's real nice. It's pretty much just a tad bit more than 1 ounce. I love the forward choil on a slip joint because it's hard to get past that hand. I mean, if you cut yourself, you're just being... I'm sorry if you cut yourself. But you need to pay attention. You got a sharp object in your hand. That is the Spyderco Roadie. That's going to be my keychain knife. My very first. I'm a rookie. I'm a virgin. I'm a ZT virgin. 0 tolerance. And you want to know why? It's funny. I just realized why. And it just... Obviously, I see them around. And I just haven't picked them up. And then I realized I got the box. And even when I went looking for this, and I realized, oh, that's why. Proudly overbuilt in the USA. I usually don't go for huge overbuilt knives. I have some that I love, actually. Whether it's a Strider or a big browse blade knife or whatever, but usually I don't go for those, okay? So that was me, not the knife. This thing flips like a freaking dream. It fires out there. Remember, I just got this last night, and look at this. Smooth. And my mind has learned, because I almost cut myself 3 times last night, because when you get it to there and you kind of push it down, I did that, and that thing came down so fast, almost cut me. It is smooth as silk, lined up really nice, not super expensive, but it's a quality ZT. It's 0 tolerance. It's 0450. This is the carbon fiber version. Dmitry Sinkovich, I'm not familiar with him. I'm sure he's a great custom maker. I didn't get a chance to look it up. When someone shouted it out, one of you guys, and said, hey, you need to try the 0450 from ZT when I said, give me some examples. And oh my goodness, I went on YouTube and checked out everybody. Everybody was in love with it. And so instead of the full tie one, I bought the full tie one and the carbon fiber one. Carbon fiber one just arrived yesterday when I got home from work. So I'm carrying it today. Couldn't wait. The other one should come tonight as well. So you'll see that tomorrow for sure. Man, oh man. It is, you guys know, I like small knives. This isn't really a small knife. It's 3.25 inches. S35VN steel. S35VN steel. It has that DLC coating on the blade. It's sort of blacked out with some good carbon fiber. I love this touch. It makes me feel like, you know, with the Techno, the Spyderco Techno, you have all this titanium in this little fat package, and then you turn and on the back, you know, they have a wonderful blue G10 blacking. You know, it just pops. This has the standoffs. Look at that anodized green. Is that great or what? I think the and you'll see it tomorrow. I think the titanium one has blue anodized. Oh man, and flips like a dream. It's so thin. I have to tell, I don't know. And again, I just got this. Obviously, I have a lot of knives. Obviously, that's thin. There's some, I have thin knives. I don't know if I have a knife that's this thin that I flip. This is a very thin knife. The profile is so thin. You guys know I'm a 3-knife guy. I have one on my keychain. My keychain is only a silver loop with 3 keys. I could see, can you imagine if my mind goes like this? I'm blurting it out because I just got it, right? I could see just having this in your pocket. If you need a low key, you know, if I wasn't a supervisor and I had, you know, suit jacket and all that I can hide a bunch of stuff in, I'll tell you, this is a great one knife. It's light, EDC knife. It's light. It flies out there. Carbon fiber, and of course titanium with the frame lock on the back. This clip is nice. You know, I'm not thrilled with the ZT clip, just like, you know, this is like the regular Spyderco steel clip. I would love to have a Spyderco wire clip on this. I just like mine deep carry and I like it wired. I've heard people who don't like deep carry, and I understand it. You know, it's easier to get to. I just don't go out in the day, and I'm in a big bad city, but I just don't expect to get hopped, okay? I'm just not gonna have knife fights every day. I can get it out there fast enough to protect myself. But anyway, man, this is, look how, oh, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You deserve a proper shout out. I will give you a proper one because tomorrow I'm going to have the titanium version of this. This is the Zero Tolerance Dmitry Sinkovich, 3.25 inches. It's the 0450 CF carbon fiber version. S35VN steel. It's a DLC coated blade, so it's kind of blacked out. My first ZT, this is how you introduce a guy like me to new knives. You know, everyone has their own flavor. The person who shot this out, I sure have his own flavor, but he's watched some of my videos. He knows the kind. And this, of course, is not overbuilt. So it doesn't live up to their theme. But this is Kevin built. I'm loving it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I loved it so much, and the reviews were so great from everybody. People I respect and people I don't. I'm joking. I respect everybody until they force me not to, right? Personally. And I'll tell you, having not even picked up one or tried it, I bought 2 of them, and I'm so thrilled that I did. The carbon fiber one, they are out of sale. They're older, so in some places you can't find them, but I found it. And I'll tell you that new. The carbon fiber one is like $10 more than a full tie one, but I really like it. Tomorrow, if it comes in today like it should, we'll be talking about the titanium version. This right here, for someone who's not crazy like me, buying knives and keep buying knives, this right here, perfect EDC for life. Those two, perfect. They're light, they're functional, they're just really wonderful. And this with a 3.25-inch blade, I know I even get into this tactical whatever. A sharp knife that can penetrate a ways is tactical. But this is what a wonderful EDC light carry. But of course I go three deep. Okay. And I wanted to match it up. And it's Friday. I'm going out with friends, and they always want to know all three of the knives that I'm carrying, okay? And that's probably the biggest motivation for me carrying 3 knives. Remember, I'm in an office situation, so my cutting is opening up boxes and envelopes and that kind of thing. So I went, this is not the first knife that I went to, but it definitely is the second and the one that I'm carrying. And it is my knifeart.com exclusive carbon fiber Reeve Sebenza 25. It is not the Nkosi. Why did I do that when I said it's not the Nkosi? Yep, you could tell with the clip, right? On the Nkosi, the clip is off of the lock bar. On the large Nkosi, which looks exactly like a 25, with a number of changes. But the real difference when you say that, you turn it, and if the angle is like this, you got a Nkosi in your hand instead of a 25. 25s are on the endangered list. The Nkosi has replaced the 25, the large Nkosi. This is just a beautiful one. I am so excited. This was my first knifeart.com exclusive carbon fiber Sebenza. I have them all now. Now I have even the 21 in single and the small 21 in single. This one, they had numbers for the top 100, the first 100 knives. I got 71. They numbered them. I just really love it. 3.6-inch S35VN steel blade, of course with the carbon fiber and the carbon fiber, and of course with that frame lock, Reeve's frame lock on the tail end. 3.6-inch blade, that's a nice carry. Whew, this weighs nothing. I just replaced a full tie scale with this wonderful carbon fiber. This weighs a lot less. Nice carry. Oh, it's Friday. That makes me happy. That, my friends, is the Pocket Dump Deconstruction. Don't forget, I'm posting the pictures on my Instagram at KeithKevinKen around noonish or so, whenever I get a chance, around lunchtime. Also, don't forget to go crazy with the thumb ups. Thumb it up. Let me know that you like these. I know I banter. I'm getting to know. I want you guys to get to know me. I'm getting to know you guys. It's just great to start the day talking about stuff that's going to make us feel good right before going off to work. I hope your work makes you feel good. Mine, yeah, sometimes. 70% of the time. How about that? And I'm doing what I've always wanted to do. The only reason is I'm getting older and I'm thinking, man, I spent so much time trying to get to work. I need to spend that much energy now in my last half of life on having fun and meeting people and laughing a lot more. So that's coming up. I'm going to take you guys on that journey too whenever I get off my butt and decide to do the journey. That might be this year, next year, or 5 years from now. But right now, every single day we're doing this. Thumb it up, like it, please. Share it. Become a part of this. Subscribe. Hit that subscription button. It's free. If you already subscribe, hit that little bell next to you so I don't know what YouTube's doing, but at least they'll let you know that I just posted something because I'll be posting a lot of stuff. I'm excited about doing the value. That'll be part of my Spyderco Palooza. And I'm going to do that as soon as I get the new ones, every time I get the new ones, because I do need to. I know I'm showing all these expensive knives, and most people do. I want to talk about the value knives. I think Spyderco should get a round of applause for that. Okay, I've been going on and on. I apologize. Good thing you guys have the digital version. You can fast forward. Here's the knife that got away. Yeah, I was thinking about, obviously I was playing off my new ZT-0450. And it's carbon fiber. And I was going to carry that baby. And so I wanted to match it up with one of my Chris Reeve knives. And I was thinking about this one, bringing in a lot of titanium. This is, of course, this one is the Blade HQ exclusive because it's carbon fiber inlay. That is a knifeart.com exclusive, which is the full show scale. And of course, shiny titanium, 3 strips. You can tell this isn't an Nkosi. And of course, all the same things. 3.6-inch blade, S35 VN steel. And that's the knife that got away. Hey, you guys, please like, share, subscribe, and thumb it up. Go crazy. That's what keeps my energy up. You guys have a perfect day. It's Friday. It's Friday. Have a good weekend as well. I'll be here tomorrow. And Sunday, but I want you to have a good weekend as well. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.